In this episode, I'm going to talk about the common mistakes with prepositions. I know prepositions are everywhere and they are confusing. We cannot say any rules for many types of them, and that's why it is annoying as well. So I'm starting talking about them, and I prepared some sentences. First, I'm going to give you the incorrect ones, full sentence, and then I will give the correct one. So you can think about and tell by yourself actually, while listening, and then practice. So let's start with the first one. We say, I will, or we hear, I will arrive to the airport. This is the incorrect one. I will arrive to the airport, but to is incorrect here. We say, I will arrive at the airport. After arrive, we must use at somewhere, such as an airport. So why? Because when we use the verb arrive, we focus on the final destination. That's why we say this is the destination. I am at this destination. I arrived at there. The second sentence is, I'm going to a holiday. I'm going to a holiday. It's incorrect. We cannot go to a holiday because holiday is not a place. We can say Istanbul, we can say Madrid. These are the places. We can say, I'm going to Istanbul, I'm going to Madrid. But we cannot say, I'm going to a holiday. The correct one is, I'm going on a holiday. I'm going on a holiday. The same or similar sentence and the same preposition mistake. We say, I am in holiday. We hear this is incorrect. We can't say, I am in holiday because the correct one is, I am on holiday. Again, the same rule, actually. Holiday is not a place, is not a city, is not a country. We say, I am in Germany, I am in Italy, but I am on holiday. So let's move on to the other one. We say, please look to me. We hear, please look to me. But the correct one is, please look at me. Please look at me. In here, after look, we say at, because the same rule like arrive, the final destination. So our eyes at a place. So that's why we say look at me. Your eyes on me. So that's why we say look at me. And the next one, we say, I read this information in the internet. I read this information in the internet. Is this correct? In the internet? No, we say on the internet. But why? Because we use on the internet, on the phone, for the same reason. For example, we say, I am on the phone, not I am in the phone. So these two places for these prepositions come from the same reason. It's because of the cables, I must say. When the phone firstly was invented, thank you, Graham Bell. So in the language, they started talking about we hear each other and we are on the phone. On the cables, we talked about the sound, it traveled. So people started talking about I am on the phone. And then internet was invented and they were related, phones and the internet. Maybe you remember. So they started talking about I read this information on the internet. So in the internet is incorrect. The next one is I sent to you an email. I sent to you an email. To here is unnecessary. We can drop it. We can just say, we must just say, I sent you an email. I sent you an email. I sent you a message. To is unnecessary. You don't use that, or we don't use that. And another similar unnecessary preposition we use in this sentence, I can answer to your question. I can answer to your question. No, we don't say answer to something. We say, I can answer your question. I can answer your question. The next one we use every day, or we may need every day. Are you at home or are you in home? Which one is correct? Maybe some people say, are you in home? Because they think home is a building. But the word home is not talking about a building. You can say, are you in an apartment? Are you in a flat? Are you in a house? But not in a home, because home, the word home is not a building. It can be a country, it can be a tent, a ship. So it is not a building. So we say, are you at home? And the final sentence is about another type of preposition. And it comes after an adjective. So we say, I'm busy. And I'm busy about the reports. But this is incorrect again. We use, or the correct version is, I'm busy with the reports. I'm busy with something. So I hope these sentences and repetitions can help you to focus on the context and the full sentence, and you can stop memorizing the prepositions. Another tip to understand these prepositions, if you study a word, if you try to learn a new word in a sentence, it's basically easier to focus on the prepositions, the correct one to use, and it will sound naturally, easier than the other ways. So I'm going to continue these sentences and the correcting mistakes If you have any other suggestions, please share, send me messages, and write some comments. And see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening.